for a relatively small space in the Ieronimo's backyard in Plymouth, there are certainly a lot of bees buzzing around.
This year, I actually bought another hive, and I took some of the bees out of this hive, and I bought a new queen, and I actually started a second hive.
Michael's been keeping bees for just over a year now.
Why did you start doing this?
Well, it's, I just got interested over the years, just listening to what they're saying about bees and bees dying off.
Yep, for some bizarre reason, bees are dying off.
Nobody's 100% sure as to why that's actually happening. They have been dying off, like the whole hive will die.
So you decide, I'm going to keep some bees and make some honey.
Yeah, that's it exactly.
Just as a hobby.
Yeah, and hobby, and it helps pollinate.
Pollination is essential to keeping the life cycle of flowering plants going. So no bees, no flowering plants. And that would be bad.
It's good to have bees. Bees are good.
It's good for the garden.
So where'd you get
It's
your
really good
bees?
for the environment. These bees were shipped up from Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah, last year.
And if you're wondering why we're wearing just screened headgear, Michael tells me if you get a bee mad, they're coming for your head, and that needs to be protected. So how many bees does this beekeeper have?
In this one, there's probably anywhere from 60 to 70,000 bees.
60 to 70,000 bees. How much honey will that produce?
We're hoping in these small boxes, they call these supers on the top. This is where they store their extra honey. Hoping for anywhere from 60 to 80 pounds of honey.
Okay, so it's time to extract the honey from the hive. And out comes the smoker.
What is the smoker for?
The smoker actually calms the bees. It's a natural process.
It makes the bees sort of drunk. Look at all of those busy bees.
How'd you know how to do all this?
You know what? I actually do a lot of reading.
You're a history teacher, right?
Yep.
Despite the fact that bees are literally all around us, not one sting. Now that's cool. Out comes the first row.
Now here you can see right in there, they're storing honey. See it?
In the warmer months, bees get their food from flowers, but in the winter, they need something to eat, and that's why they're making honey. It's their winter food source. Look at this next tray. Now that is a lot of bees. You'll notice the white, yellow-looking stuff on the top of some of the cells or combs. That's wax the bees make in order to store the honey. Again, I need to emphasize how cool it is that we're standing amongst thousands of bees and not one sting. Maybe they're too tired from traveling.
They can fly up to a mile away to search for honey.
But as you know, there's one in every crowd or hive.
This one doesn't like you.
What's up with this one bee? There's 60,000 of them
And
in
that
there.
one.
And I got one. This particular bee's name is Marlene.
Is that your mom's name?
That's my mother's name.
How did I guess that?
This is a great time to visit the hive because we're actually going to be harvesting some of the honey today.
One of the things we're going to do, because we're going to try to get the bees out of here, I have to go get it. And I got to warn you, it stinks. Like rotten cheese.
Trust me when I say the bee repellent stinks. This would drive anyone or anything away, including these bees. Now that the bees are gone, we can take the columns filled with honey to the garage for harvesting.
Take the honey out of these, uncap it, and then put it in the extractor.
We use this specially heated uncapping knife to get the wax off and get to the honey. Once it's off, into the extractor it goes, but not before I lick my fingers.
Look, Kara, I even licked my gloves.
After several turns of the extractor, the honey starts to flow like honey. And boy, oh boy, is that good, well worth all the busy work.